Happy New Year's! I can't believe it's 2020. My daughter is going to be 2 years old this year. Jose and I are going to be 11 years together. And I'm going to be 26 in August. Ay, ay, ay. Ya ni quiero pensar en eso because... Ay, ay, ay. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Yadirose. So for today's video, I thought it would be perfect since it is the beginning of the year. It is called My Perfect Imperfections. I'm going to say 3 things that I like about myself and 3 things that I dislike about myself. Some of these things I'm going to work on, some of them I can't work on, and yes. So let's start with the worst. Yeah, let's just get this out of the way. One thing that I really dislike, and I dislike so much, is my bottom teeth. I have straight teeth on top, but my bottom ones are not straight. Especially when my wisdom teeth started coming out, they started pushing and making everything really crowded. And I just got my wisdom teeth removed last year. When I talk, when I smile, you know, if I smile like this, you can't see it, but if I talk like this, like it's like whoop, whoop, whoop. But I am gonna get braces. I'm gonna make an appointment to go see an orthodontist pretty soon, so that is gonna be fixed. I thought about getting veneers, but the thought of, you know, somebody scraping down my teeth, ugh, kind of freaks me out. Number 2, I know a lot of people say that you know, have to embrace it, witty wah, and I really try to, but it's really hard because it makes me very insecure as well. Having stretch marks. I obviously got stretch marks when I got pregnant, but ever since I was younger, right when I was hitting puberty, or I don't want to say I've had a big butt because I don't think my butt's that big, but I've always had a bigger butt compared to all the little girls. So when I started going through puberty, you know, like your caderas change, you get a little more chichona, but I never had chichis either. Basically started getting stretch marks on my inner thighs and on my butt. I was probably like 90 pounds, so I was tiny, and you know, I had stretch marks. And then when I got pregnant, I didn't have any stretch marks throughout my whole pregnancy, and I was so excited. I was like, yeah, we're not getting stretch marks here. Everybody keeps saying it's genetic, but I'm good. And literally a couple weeks before I got induced, I woke up and I had a lot of stretch marks on my stomach. But my stretch marks are a little different. They're not like, they don't go kind of high. Like, I don't really know how to explain it to you guys. They are kind of more like on the lower side. And I was like, what? Para acabarla de chingar. Literally the day after I had Jasmine, I woke up to more stretch marks. I don't know if it was because of the contractions, you know, your stomach tightening and also like pushing and her going down. I don't know. Let's say this is a stretch mark, right? Like the next day I woke up and then I had little stretch marks like that. Since I'm dark skinned, they were like purple red, like purple red. I thought they were never gonna clear up, but they have been, you know, slowly fading into a lighter color, more a little bit towards my natural skin color. I do put stretch mark creams on them every single day still. They have gone down, like they're not so red. If you really think about it, as a woman, like we go through so much shit that men never go through, and they could never ever go through. Not only do we get our period, right, and we're like cramping and moody and hormonal, we're hungry and we're crying and we're fussy and we're fighting, whatever it is, but we're also in pain. And then on top of that, we're the only ones that can carry babies, and then we have to give birth. Oof. Men could never. It's okay, because that's what makes us stronger and better, I think. And I am learning to accept and love my new mom bod, but I am working on losing weight. Third thing I dislike about myself, basically, like I have this, like, it's called a belly pooch. I know it's a combination of me losing weight and fat and extra skin or loose skin that I have, but like the bottom of my stomach, it's kind of like, it kind of sticks out and it's more bloated looking, especially like when I'm gonna start my period. I get super bloated that it almost looks like I'm pregnant, like legit like 4 months pregnant. We want more kids and he wants 4. We'll see how we're doing, but basically I'm like, okay, if I can get a tummy tuck, then that's gonna get rid of that little pooch, extra skin, and it's gonna get rid of some stretch marks. But that's gonna have to be after we're done having kids, because I'm not gonna do some surgery and then get pregnant again, and then, you know, just makes no sense. And 3 things I like about myself. This might be a little contradicting because I did say my teeth, you know, but I do really like my smile. I feel that I have a big smile. Always gotten compliments on my smile. Maybe that's why I like it so much. Every time I go to the dentist, they always compliment me on how healthy and white my teeth are. And so regardless of them not being straight down there, they're still pretty good. And I always get a lot of questions like, how do you keep your teeth so white? What do you use? And I don't really use anything besides mouthwash and toothpaste. I don't whiten my teeth. My whole intermediate family has really straight and white teeth, and I was the only one that kind of got fucked. Yeah. Okay, number 2, I like my butt. I don't have a big butt, but I do have a butt, and I know my husband likes my butt too. And you guys like to hype me up anytime I post a whole body picture on either my story or on my Instagram. The last thing that I really do like about myself is my skin color. I gotta talk about this really quick because I know it happens to a lot of kids, especially being here in America, is we compare ourselves to white people or to like a light skin tone. Even if you're light Latina, sometimes you still compare yourself and you're like embarrassed because you're Latino and you're not white. So, but for me, since I am a darker skin Latina, I wasn't embarrassed, but I never liked my skin tone, and people would always compliment. They were being genuine about it too. They would be like, oh, your skin tone's so beautiful, and I was always like, But the older I got, the more I started like seeing like, hey, soy morena, but who cares? Like, I love it. I don't look orange. No offense to anybody. I love how colors complement my skin tone. Like, besides like Barbie pink lips, I can literally do any colors. I know some people are not comfortable, but I'm comfortable with it. I can do anything and like my skin just glows. Like, I mean, right now I'm glowing because I have a beautiful highlighter on. But on that note, I do want to talk about something very important. A guy that I follow, who's also a makeup artist, who's also Latino, was talking about, I'm going to put it here on the screen for you guys to read it. I don't want to be the one to say it, but I'm going to say it. Hispanics are forgotten about in the beauty community, it feels like. If you'd want to have a healthy discussion about it, please do so. This is how a lot of us feel. Just saying. And then he put Hispanic of color. And I also responded and I said, I 100% agree. That is my biggest goal and motivation, to become a Latina dark-skinned beauty influencer. It's rare to see a darker Latina as myself being reposted and out there. My dream is to be able to represent us darker Latinas. I posted a picture of my work so that way they could see what I was talking about. If you guys have seen a few of my videos, I tend to talk about this a lot. And I talk about it because I am very passionate about it, and I truly 100% believe in this. I don't feel like us darker Latinas are getting represented enough. And you guys know this. I look up to all of the Latinas that are in this. Love them. I support them. Whenever they come out with stuff, I try to buy because it's important. It's important for us, especially our own people, to support one another. I don't want you guys to ever feel like there's somebody that's not like you. I know for me, that's how I felt for a long time, until I realized, you guys, and it wasn't that long ago, that I'm like, Yadira, you are representing a part of the Latinos that's not being represented. All those girls and boys that are messaging you, telling you how much they look up to you, asking you for what color foundation you're wearing because you have similar skin tones, or just stuff like that. Like, holy shit, like, you guys are rooting for me. And the reason why I wanted to share that tweet with you guys is because It happened today. I had already planned on filming this video, so it's just like perfect. I am being honest, I love my skin tone. With that being said, you guys, we all have things that we like and dislike about ourselves. Sometimes we are our worst critic. You have to remember, not everybody sees you that way. Like, you know, we all have our flaws, we all have our insecurities, but more than anything, I think when you learn to love yourself and you learn to accept it, it becomes a lot easier and it doesn't affect you that way. Like if somebody's like, oh, you have so many stretch marks. Yeah, and you know what I went through to have my little princess with me? No. And you know what? I wouldn't trade it for anything. Or, oh, you're too dark. And you look orange. It's okay to have insecurities. They are part of you, but it doesn't mean that they define you. If anything, I want you guys to take from this video is that this year is going to be a great year. You're going to learn to love yourself. You're going to learn to accept things that you can't change. The outside is just the outside. It's just a shell. What really matters is what's in here. I have to go, because it is 1 in the morning and Jasmine has to wake up early tomorrow. Alright guys, I hope you guys liked it, loved it, hated it, whatever. Just enjoy it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, turn on your notification bell, and subscribe, and follow me on all my other social medias, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Love you.